I've been using the Galaxy Buds for the last 2 weeks as my primary headphones during my commute to work, working out at the gym, running, and watching videos. So now I'm at the point where I can give my full review of the Galaxy Buds, so let's go. Okay, the first thing we're gonna jump into is the sound quality, and in my opinion, these things sounds great. They're loud, clear, and have a good amount of bass. They're not gonna blow you away by any means, but man, these things sounds good. And for as small as they are, these things pack a punch. The sound is easily adjustable using the equalizer within the Galaxy Wearables app. You have 5 options: treble boost, bass boost, soft, clear, and dynamic. Currently, I've been rocking with the dynamic settings because this sounds the most balanced to me. Also configurable within inside of the Wearables app is the ambient sound. This is something I like to use all the time, and it allows you to hear what's going on around you without taking out your headphones. It's not great, but it works. It gets the job done. There's one thing I really don't like about it is that I could turn it on, and then if I put my headphones away, then take it out the case and use them again, so I have to keep turning it on. It's a little frustrating, but it's not a big deal. But it's kind of weird because the rest of your settings, once you set them, they're there, they stay. But for some reason, the ambient sound, you have to keep turning that on every time you pull your buds out of the case. Okay, moving on to the call quality, and I'm just gonna sum it up right now for you. It's just bad. It's not terrible, but it's bad. Like, I can hear well from my end, but on the other side, the sound sounds muffled and it sounds like I'm far away. This is something that can possibly be fixed with a software update, but most likely it's just a limitation of the design of them being so small and so far away from your mouth. I don't talk on my phone often, but when I do, I mean, it works, it's usable. But maybe this is a problem for you, but for me, it's just I wish it was better, but I could deal with it. Okay, for the build quality, this is something that Samsung really never lacks in all of their products, so this is no exception here. The case is solid, the buds are solid, they look good and feel good, so there's not really much to say here. It's a win. The Galaxy Buds fits comfortably in my ears. Once I put them in there, they're stuck, they're not moving. But after like an hour or so of using them, it gets a little uncomfortable, and I just have to make like a little slight adjustment to them, and they're back feeling good again. Though they are comfortable while they're in there, there's never a time where I forget that they're in my ears. Because of the snug fit, you notice that they're in your ears at all times. So these fits well with casual use. But what about working out? Well, I can say that these are one of the few headphones that stays in my ears while running. But there is a but. They do kind of slip out a little bit, like once my ears get really sweaty. I know everyone's ears doesn't get sweaty, but my ears get sweaty and they kind of slip out a little bit. I did use the larger wing tips, and that helped out a little bit, but like once it's in there and it gets a little sweaty, it tends to like slide a bit with the running. But they never fell out my ears. It's just I have to just kind of like twist it again to get it to stay. To get it back, I just need to twist it again to like get it to fit back snug again. But working out with these have been a great experience. While working out, there's one kind of, I guess I wouldn't say a major issue, but there is an issue with these, and that issue is that they overheat while I was in the sauna. It's kind of a weird situation because while it was overheating, I didn't know it was overheating because I didn't see any notifications on my phone, and I checked the Wearables app. It didn't say anything about it's overheating. And like what actually happened is there was like a single beep after like about 6 minutes in the gym. There's like a single beep, like your ear hear in both ears. It was earbuds. It'll go beep, beep. So like every second, it's like you hear like a beeping noise. And I originally thought that the batteries were dying, but I checked the wearables app and I seen both earbuds were about 70%. So I didn't know at first that it was overheating. And then after about 8 minutes, you'll start to hear like a double beep, like it go beep beep like every second. So I didn't really know what's going on, and then it just hit me like, oh, they're probably overheating. So I didn't leave out the sauna. I stayed in there my whole 15 minutes. It never shut off or anything. And then once I was outside the sauna for about 2 minutes, the beeping stopped. So then I noticed that, okay, they were really overheating. But it was just really odd to me that I didn't get any notification like on the device saying that these things are overheating, other than just the beeps you were hearing. So that's just one thing Samsung could possibly improve on, with putting some kind of notifications within the app, or just send a notification to your phone once it starts overheating. But like I said, it's not a major deal because it never shut off on me, but just something I have to be careful with while using these when I go inside the sauna. The battery has been zero issues for me. I don't think these things has ever gone below 50%. And that's due to the fact of the convenience of being able to just drop these on a wireless charger at any given point. I have wireless chargers throughout my office as well as my house. So it's just really convenient to just, once I'm finished using them, to just drop them on the charger and just go on about my way. And then when I'm ready to use them again, I just pick them up and start using them. So the battery has yet to ever be an issue. These things never died on me through a whole day, and just never really had a problem. There is one thing that Samsung could improve on, and that is showing the battery life of the case itself. Right now inside the wearables app, you can only see the percentage of each earbud, but you can't see what percentage the actual case is at. So you can tell if your the battery inside the buds itself is dying, but you can never tell how much actual extra battery you have left within the case. So yes, Samsung, push an update, show us, or show me. I mean, this is something I care about, but I think a simple update to allow us to see the case battery life is needed, especially if you're out all day and you're not around any chargers and you're using this, and you don't know how much battery you have left in the case, and your buds just die on you when you thinking you can just put it back in and start charging them again. So yeah, not a huge deal, but it's another nice to have. Okay, Samsung, cool. Last but not least, touch controls. Each buds have a touch area that allows you to have a single tap to play and pause, a double tap to go to the next track, a triple tap to go to the previous track, and then also have a press and hold, which is configurable. And right now I'm currently using it to increase the volume and lower the volume. So one bud, you tap and hold it, it will make the volume go up, and the other bud, you tap and hold it, the volume goes down. You can also configure this to use Bixby or Google Assistant, or I forgot the other option, but yeah, right now I've been just using it to control the volume because that makes more sense to me, and that's something I use more often than use it to trigger the assistant. There was an update that come out for the touch controls around April 18th. I never noticed any issues with the touch controls before the update, but after the update, I did notice that the touch controls were a little more responsive, and I got less accidental touches while adjusting the earbuds. Okay, that's all I got for you. Catch me on the next one. I'm out.